Hey, Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great weekend. Today's Monday, start of the week. Most people have Monday blues. They gotta go to work. Well, I'm gonna talk about something today that hopefully will get you really, really excited. Okay, I kind of alluded to this in my email. So if you're on my list and you're getting my emails, then I did speak about something really, really exciting happening. We're developing something. Me and my business partner coming out with it. And it's going to be super awesome. If you're not on my list and you want to, get on my list, go ahead and click on the link right below this video. You can do that anytime, right? I always come up with valuable training in terms of, training to do with marketing online, building your business, working from home, how to improve your business and get, to a state where you're profitable, okay? And today I wanted to talk about something hopefully that will be closer to home, and a lot of you guys will probably understand this because you've gone through a lot of this before. But I want to talk about how you get from failing and making no money to profiting a lot and getting to maybe your first income goal, which could be potentially, let's just say $10,000 per month, okay? So, for a lot of you guys, that number, you just can't even fathom that because that's, right now it seems like it's miles and miles and miles away, okay? And I want to talk about why you're in that situation now, why you probably haven't had the success. Maybe you haven't even made your first dollar online, okay? Maybe you've been trying this for, 6 months. Maybe you've been here for 5 years, 10 years, like I was before I started doing well. I was failing in my business for 8 years before I started doing well. It took me a long time to figure it out. And that's normal, okay? Some people do it quicker than others. Some people never figure it out, okay? If that's you, then I want to address that right now and talk over the next few minutes about how you can get over that and finally have success when it comes to building a business online, understanding how to generate, a regular, consistent income using the internet, okay? So it doesn't matter whether you've been online, maybe you're just starting, or you've been online for the last 10 years, it doesn't matter. But at some point or other, you've probably struggled from at least one of these things here, okay? And this is very, very normal. So take your time and look through some of these words, right? But this is a very normal thing when it comes to building a business online, right? A lot of people get information overload. There's just way too much information out there. You don't know what to focus on. You get confused, and what happens is you don't do anything. You get paralysis, right? Information paralysis. Instead of doing something, taking action, you don't do anything at all, right? There's a lot of technobabble going on out there. Some courses actually, they don't dumb it down, and not to say that you're not intelligent, but when it comes to, marketing a business online, there's some technical terms, and people like to throw around a lot of very, very big words, technical words, and people get lost. It's confusing, right? Because you don't know what all this stuff means, right? CTR, PCP, PPC, sorry. There's a lot of these acronyms, being thrown around, and people just, they just flat out struggle. Right? It's not something easy to do, and because of the information overload, a lot of the times you're just confused. You buy a course, maybe you spend $1,000 on a course, maybe $5,000 on a course. Hey man, I've spent $5,000 on a mastermind. Easy, I've done it multiple times, okay? Most courses that I invest in are, they cost $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, $1,500. The courses are not cheap online, okay? Especially the good ones, right? They're very, very expensive, okay? Some are good, some are bad, it really depends. But some of them, even though you spend a lot of money, they cause a lot of confusion because they're not straightforward, right? It's almost like taking a fire, a water hose, like by the side of the street, right? Where the fire engines, they kind of put their hose into. It's like opening that up and getting, just kind of spraying all that information in your face. It's just too much at once. And it's very, very difficult for most people to digest, right? Completely normal, right? Very, very complex strategies and philosophies, okay? I mean, we're talking about online business here, right? It is complicated, it's complex. It doesn't have to be, right? But it can be complex because there's so many moving parts, and a lot of what we talk about is marketing psychology, and marketing psychology is something that takes a while for you to grasp. It's not easy concepts here, right? So it can be very complex. You get confused and you just don't do anything. You don't get it, right? No step by step. A lot of these courses, they're not designed properly, yeah? So they're just kind of all over the place. They just, just unload a whole load of information on you, and you just have no idea what's going on. No fundamentals. This is important, yeah? So there are a lot of ways to make money out there, especially online. 1,000 ways to skin a cat, as they say. And you could be investing in some push button software, some MLM, maybe affiliate marketing, and these things. A lot of these courses, right? They don't teach you fundamentals. They don't explain how to do something and why you're doing it, right? It's so important, because if you don't understand why you're doing something, then you can't recreate those steps, right? Remember, there's once you understand the fundamentals of something, you can do it in many different ways, right? Conversions are conversions. Once you understand how to convert someone, you don't have to be shown exactly what to do before you can repeat that process. Does that make sense, right? Because if you understand the fundamental behind it, then you can repeat that process by doing it a different way. But it doesn't matter, because you'll get the same results because you understand the fundamentals. Make sense? Yeah? Too advanced. Sometimes, people come up with stuff that it's just too advanced, right? You don't really understand how to actually do stuff, because they're teaching stuff that, if they're teaching you how to make $100,000 a month and you haven't even made your first dollar, how do you expect to get any results in your business? It's pretty normal, right? So there are all these things going on, and what I found is that over the last 9 years of me being online, this kind of stuff, this is normal, okay? To struggle like this, it's normal. To buy courses like this is normal. To get information online like this is normal. And it causes people to not do anything and not take action at all, okay? Now, what if I told you that, in the next week or so, we're coming out with something really special with the person who has never had success in mind, right? So if I was to start all over again, I would absolutely want something like this, because it would literally take me by the hand step by step and show me exactly what I needed to do in little bite-sized chunks, okay? So it literally would be like, step 1, do this, here's how and why. Step 2, do this, here's how and why. Step 3, do this, here's how and why, right? And it would be released in very little doses, just a little bit every single day, right? Enough to keep you interested, just enough so that you have time to take action on it. Because what's the point if it's going to take you 3 hours to action something when you've got a full-time job and you just don't have time to do it, right? Maybe you've got a family, maybe you want to spend time with your kids. You can't take action, right? So what if it comes in little bite-sized chunks, just enough so that you can learn and then take action, and it moves you forward in your business and life, yeah? So something that holds you accountable, because the problem is when you get a lot of these courses, right, there's no accountability. You basically invest $2,000 in it, and it's just a whole boatload of information, and then it's up to you whether you consume it or not. In fact, most people out there, most people invest in a course and they don't even go through it. If they go through 2 videos, that's considered good, right? They go through a couple of videos, and that's about it. They leave the rest of the course collecting, virtual dust in their hard disk. It's just crazy, right? Why would you invest $2,000, $1,000, $500 on something if if you're not even gonna take the time to consume that information, right? So, I understand the problems online, and we wanted to fix that, right? So we thought, what is the best way to get people to get results? And my goal, I don't know if you guys know this, but my goal is to teach 500 people to make $5,000 every single month, 100% online. Okay, that's my goal. And it's a really huge goal, but I believe that this thing that I'm talking about, that you'll be able to get your hands on in the next week or so, okay, will help you to get there. I guarantee. Well, I can't guarantee, because I can't make any income guarantees or anything like that. But I would be really surprised if you didn't make your first dollar after getting this training, okay? What we're gonna release very shortly, if you didn't learn to make your first dollar from this, you probably won't be able to earn your first dollar at all online, okay? Because this is as simple as it gets, all right? So let me kind of explain how this is gonna work, right? So let me just rub this out. Give me a second here. So a lot of the time when people come up with training or courses and something, stuff like that, they don't really, they kind of teach an all-encompassing strategy, but the truth is that people learn in stages, or people get results, and they get to different milestones, I should say, right? and it takes a little bit of time, right? So instead of teaching you, overall strategies that will, get you to $100,000 per month, which is impossible because you haven't even earned your first dollar, or maybe you haven't even earned, $5,000 or $10,000 a month consistently every single month. It's impossible for you to implement strategies that will make you $100,000 a month, right? Make sense? Yeah? Completely different thing. What gets you here is not going to get you there, right? What gets you here isn't going to get you there. So it's completely different strategies. So we thought, how do we do this so that the brand new person or someone who's struggling online can't really figure it out, even with all the training in the world? How are we going to get them to the first step? Now, the first step is understanding how to go from 0 to 10K per month, okay? So we're going to draw a line like this, right? Actually, 0 to 10K. Okay, so what we're saying is that here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna show people first and foremost how to understand, first of all, how to earn their first dollar. That's the first thing. All the fundamentals behind it, and how they're gonna get to $10,000 per month consistently. Right? That's the term. That's the keyword, consistently. After they get to $10,000, how are we gonna get them from $10,000 to $100,000 per month? Right? Because here's the thing, right? Once you understand how to earn $10,000 per month consistently online, going from 10K to 100K, it's actually pretty simple, all right? It's more about scaling your business, scaling your ads, right? And doing certain things that are slightly different from what you do here, okay? So once you get to here, it's easier to get to here, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 100K to 1 million. Okay? Now I know that 1 million might sound like, a million miles away to you, but the truth is that $1 million a year, right? $1 million a year, a month, whatever it is not that much money now. If you lived, probably another, 10, 20 years, and you took all your assets and you added it up, you would probably be a millionaire. Okay? So in fact, $1 million isn't that much money, right? So it's really, really realistic to earn $1 million a month or $1 million a year at least, right? Online, it's not that difficult, okay? If you know how, right? Especially if you can get here, you can definitely get there. So most people are gonna be focused here, okay? And this is what I wanna do. I wanna teach people how to do this, right? Now here's the thing, even if you can do half of this, right? Even if you learn how to just do half of this, so that's 0 to 5K, for example, think about how much your life could change, right? Think about that. Yeah, what could you do with $5,000 extra every single month? I mean, you could do a lot, right? You could pay those bills. You could quit that job. You could, buy your kids the things that you want them to buy. That would free up a lot of your time, wouldn't it? Right? You don't have to be working 2, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, a month, trying to put food on the table, right? You'll be able to spend more time with your family. For me, it's allowed me to have a business where I can basically work on my business anywhere I want in the world. All I need is an internet connection, right? Which essentially you have an internet connection pretty much anywhere, unless you're, on trekking in some forest somewhere, or trying to ascend some peak or some massive mountain, right? But basically you have access to internet pretty much anywhere, and that's why I worked so hard to learn to be successful in online business, because it's one of the most amazing things in the world once you figure it out, okay? But please understand that this is not some magic pill, okay? You're still gonna have to put in the hard work, okay? You're still gonna have to put in the time. You're going to have to be responsible for your actions. You're gonna be given little homework assignments every single day, little snippets, right? Little snippets, but you still have to do it, right? No one is going to do the work for you, right? Does that make sense? Yeah? I can't want your success for you. You have to want your success more than anybody else, because you're the one who's responsible for your own life and your own destiny. Does that make sense, right? Is that fair? So, that's what we want to do, okay? We want to bring this to the table. We said that, the stuff that they have out there on internet land is just rubbish. Most of it is just crap, okay? How do we make it simple so that the normal, everyday person who is struggling or just getting started can finally have success online? Okay? Now here's another thing. This is not going to be free, okay? You have to invest in this, obviously. But look, I promise you that it's not going to cost you know, $1,000, $5,000, you know, $500. It's not going to be like that, okay? It's going to be very, very affordable. We wanted to make it so that every single person could afford it. It doesn't matter, you know, whether you're, whether you're making a lot of money or you don't really have that much money. Everyone can afford this, okay? But yes, it does take investment, okay? And please remember, if you watch any of my videos, right, I always talk about not being cheap when it comes to your business, right? You must invest in your business because it's a real business. Let me ask you a question. Somebody actually, one of my viewers actually messaged me this question. He was like, Aaron, you know, can I do this, you know, internet marketing thing for free? Well, I asked him a question. I was like, well, let me ask you this. Can you build a restaurant for free? Can you build a McDonald's franchise for free? You know the answer to that, right? The answer is no. So why would you think that you could build an online business for free? It's a real business, right? It's exactly the same thing. So, you know, for you to think, and if you're thinking that, maybe you're not thinking that. If you're not thinking that, then you're in the right place, right? But if you're thinking that you can build an online business for free, you're kidding yourself. I mean, you're deluding yourself. It's impossible. It takes resources, right? It takes tools. It takes software. Yeah. It takes time. It takes action, right? So all these things combine, and we want to make it as simple as possible, as affordable as possible. But please remember that you must do two things. Okay, you must invest some money in your business. That's one. Okay, that's like a real business. And number two, you've got to invest some time and take action on this stuff. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Okay, fair? Cool. Well, listen, that's nothing to do right now. I just wanted to connect with you guys, say hi, and address a few key important issues that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to building a business online. It's very, very normal. You know, I experienced a lot of this stuff that we were talking about, like for 8 years in my business. 8 years is a long time. You know, I wanted to quit 20 times in my business. Thank God I didn't, because if I did, then I wouldn't have figured it out today, right? And so we want to give you that opportunity, okay, to have success. And you know, this thing that we're coming out with in about a week's time, so keep your eyes peeled on your inbox, is going to change the industry. I promise you that, because it's just unbelievable, this training. Okay, it's step by step. It's little snapshots, little bits. It's advanced, but not so advanced that you're going to get confused. It's going to be about the fundamentals. You're going to learn how to do everything, okay? It's going to be super fun. I don't want to say too much. You'll see when it comes out, okay? Now listen, the only way that you're going to see this stuff is if you're on my list, all right? So if you're not on my email list, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, maybe you just found my video, maybe you're one of my subscribers, but you're not on my email list, it's time to get on my email list, okay? All you have to do is just click on the link right below this video, get on my email list. I promise I'm not going to spam you. I don't do that kind of stuff. You'll see. And listen, if you're thinking that I'm spamming you, you can just unsubscribe. It's really, really simple, okay? But I promise you I won't spam you. I only send really, really good stuff to the people on my list because I care about you guys, okay? I want you to have success, because the more successful you are, the more successful I am. Very, very simple, okay? That's kind of how it works. Karma, right? It's a circle, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, okay? Are you excited? Let me know, if you guys are excited about this stuff. And again, if you're not on my list, make sure you get on and keep your eyes peeled on your inbox, because in the next week or so, we're gonna launch this thing, and it's gonna be super awesome, and you guys are gonna get to benefit. Okay, this is Aaron Chen signing out. Have an awesome week. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.